Hello there and welcome back to another gluten-free, lactose-free and yeast-free baking video. How are we doing today? Today I'm going to be showing you my recipe for a vanilla loaf, but of course it is going to be gluten-free, lactose-free and yeast-free. You will be needing the following equipment: some scales, some measuring spoons, a 2-pound bread tin, some baking paper, a pencil, some scissors, some spray oil, a mixing bowl, a wooden spoon or electric hand whisk, a cake tester, a skewer, a toothpick or a teaspoon handle, and finally a cooling rack. You will also be needing the following ingredients: 140 grams of butter softened, I like to use lactofree butter, 140 grams of caster sugar, 2 medium-sized eggs beaten, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and finally 140 grams of gluten-free self-raising flour. So, let's go! First things first, measure out and prepare all of your ingredients so that they're completely ready for you to use, and then preheat your oven to 180 degrees C on a conventional oven, 160 degrees C on a fan oven, or gas mark 4. So now that we've done all that, it is now time to prepare our tin. So for this we will be needing our bread tin, our baking paper, our pencil, our scissors, and our spray oil. So the first thing that I'm going to do is roll out my baking paper, place my bread tin on top, putting it as close to the edge as possible so we waste as little paper as possible. So I'm going to say about there. Then using my pencil I'm going to draw around the bottom of my tin. And then using my scissors I'm going to cut it out. There we go. So now that that is all done, place these off to the side for just 1 second. There we go. Then using my spray oil, I'm going to give my tin a good spritz. Did I take the cap off? Yes, I did. Making sure to get all of the sides, because I have made this once without putting the spray oil on and it just stuck to it, which was not helpful. And now I'm going to place my baking paper into the bottom of the tin with the side I drew on facing down, because we do not want that to get into our lovely loaf. Flatten that down slightly, and then again just using my spray oil I'm going to give the baking paper a quick spritz because I find that it comes off the loaf/cake a lot quicker if I do so. See, that'll do it. So now that this is all done, place this off to the side until we're ready to bake. So now that we've done all that nasty prep work, it is now time to begin actually making our loaf. So for this we will be needing our wooden spoon or electric hand whisk, our mixing bowl, our spatula, and all of our ingredients. So the first thing I'm going to do is add all of my butter to my mixing bowl. Followed by my caster sugar. And now I'm going to mix these together until they are light and fluffy. So the next thing that I'm going to do is add all of my beaten egg. And all of my vanilla extract. And now I'm going to mix this lot together until I have a nice and smooth batter. Excuse the snoring, Magic is down there fast asleep and she does snore, so just excuse it. I'm really, really sorry, but she's so cute, isn't she? She's just amazing. So now that that is all done, it is now time to add my gluten-free self-raising flour, and I'm going to do this a little bit at a time, mixing all the time until everything is fully combined. Once it's getting close to being finished or near enough everything is out of this bowl into the mixture, I'm then going to scrape around the sides of my bowl with my spatula and mix one final time for good luck. But you will see that's why I tell you I don't know, but that's just my general way of doing things, and why change tradition, quite frankly. So that's that lot in. Let's go! So now that that's done, I'm just going to scrape around the sides of my flour bowl, getting that lot in there so I lose as little as possible. And then I'm going to scrape around the sides of my mixing bowl, again, so I lose as little mixture as possible, and you never know if the butter spits up and stuff during the mixing that you've previously done, so that just saves that worry. There we go. And now I'm going to mix one final time for good luck. So now that this is all done and dusted, it is now time to grab my prepared bread tin. So now all that is left to do is add this to this, so let's get on with it. And now just using my spatula, I'm going to flatten this out so that it gets into all the corners. But not too much, because we don't want all of the air that we just put in to be got rid of with all of this flattening. You can just do it by shaking it about, but to me this just makes sure it gets into all the corners. There we go, and now I'm just going to get the excess off of here and put it back on there. Flatten that out slightly, jiggle it about slightly. Okay. So now that this is all done and it's looking absolutely perfect, it is now time to place it into our preheated oven for 35 to 40 minutes, or until we insert a cake tester, a skewer, a toothpick or a teaspoon handle and it comes out completely clean. After that time is finished, grab your cooling rack and then place your loaf onto the cooling rack in its tin to cool for 10 minutes. And then after those 10 minutes are up, take your loaf out of its tin, placing it back onto the cooling rack to cool completely. Bye! And that is it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out the description below, as I love everything in it and wouldn't put it there if I didn't, including the recipe for this lovely loaf and all the links to all of the flour and equipment you will need for this recipe. If you do make this at home, don't forget to tag me on Instagram and use the hashtag bakingwithvickiie so that I can see all of your lovely creations. Let me know in the comments below of anything else you'd like to see me make, gluten, lactose or yeast free, as I do them all. And finally, don't forget to like, leave a nice comment and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you next time. Bye!